All right, I feel like I needed to put my little 2 cents in on this whole Ray Rice situation. I mean, it's like the dude. Okay, let's put it like this: if he wasn't famous, if he's me, he's an average guy. You know, just because he's Ray Rice doesn't mean that he doesn't have a crazy chick, or his woman doesn't try him, or you know, I mean, the whole situation is crazy. I understand from the Ravens standpoint of releasing him, but for him to be banned from the NFL completely, I just feel like it wasn't necessary. And I mean, I know there's a lot of people who say, well, I mean, hey, a man shouldn't hit a woman and this, that, and the other. And I understand that completely. I get it. But at the same time, like I was just saying a moment ago, there's a lot of, I mean, this is something that happens every day. I mean, domestic violence. And it only seems so bad as, you know, when a man hits a woman. But I mean, you have lots of situations where there's a woman, you know, abusing a man. And as crazy as that sounds, it's the truth. But like I was saying, because he's Ray Rice and because he's famous, that's the only reason why it's making headlines and it's such a big story. That's the only reason. I mean, there's plenty of women who get smacked around day after day, all day long, and nobody says a word, you know. And so I just feel like there should be some type of lenience. I mean, and you know, you don't have to agree, but I just feel like there should be. I don't think that, I mean, because this guy has worked his whole life to become an NFL player. So are you telling me that if me and my wife get into a fight and I hit her, you know, because I'm a architect, I'm no longer going to be an architect? You know, they're going to take my job, and you know, every company that I work with, every contracting company is going to tell me no. No, that's not what's going to happen. I will continue to work. I will continue to have a job. This is this man's job. This is his livelihood. You're taking away everything from him. Like, and the thing is, and like I said, I mean, he can't get another job. Like, he can't work as an NFL player with any other team because you've suspended him from the NFL completely. I mean, think about that from that perspective. He still has to eat. He still has to live. So, and this man already, of course, has already had $1 million contract. So, or millions of dollars in a contract. So, you know that he has an expensive home. He has expensive cars. He has bills that he has to pay and take care of that are on that scale. He doesn't have bills like me. You know, I'm a regular guy. So, with that said, I don't feel like it's necessary for them to completely ban him from the NFL, where no other team can pick him up, and he can't get paid. You know, this is life. And also, his wife went to Twitter today and basically backed him up behind this whole situation. You have to understand that people have issues in their relationships. Yes, he hit her. It was wrong. He shouldn't have done it that way. He should have cooled down at some point, but things are going to happen. So if this woman, the woman that he hit, can forgive him and can move forward, I mean, this happened a long time ago, and since then she's forgiven him. They've gotten married. They're together, and she's backing him up. I don't see why the NFL would take that and it's like, okay, well, we're just going to boot him. I mean, it just doesn't make sense. If she can take it. I also heard on the radio, just one of the local radio stations here, people were calling in because they were talking about the situation, and they were all saying, you know, basically that he deserved to get, you know, kicked out, and they were talking about on the situation of domestic violence, and people were saying about that their sister or this person that they knew was injured or killed or this, that, and the other behind domestic violence, and that the woman, that his wife, is brainwashed and all these other types of things. Well, apparently she's not brainwashed because, like we said, this happened a long time ago, and she's still with him. It's out in the public. So if she really wanted to get away, she could get away. I mean, you can't tell me that Ray Rice is keeping a hold on her at this point. By it being in the media like that, you know, they're going to be all over him. So there's no way in the world that he could keep her under wraps or tell her, no, you're going to stay with me. You know, and I doubt he made her get on Twitter today and defend him. So, I mean, just take it as it is. And I feel that just cancel the suspension. I understand Ravens firing him, and you know, because they don't want to be associated with the situation. I get that. But as far as him not being able to play, period, it just doesn't make any sense. There's teams out there who will pick him up. You know, so, I mean, hey. With that said, that's all.